As Canada surpasses 20,000 COVID-19 related deaths, its government is putting stricter travel measures in place. Announced by Prime Minister Justin Trudeau on Friday, these include a suspension of all flights to and from Mexico and the Caribbean through the end of April.
On top of these flight cancellations, we're bringing in other measures as well. We will be introducing mandatory PCR testing at the airport for people returning to Canada. Travelers will then have to wait for up to 3 days at an approved hotel for their test results at their own expense, which is expected to be more than $2,000.
For Canadian tourists in Mexico, the announcement meant a rush to get home as fast as possible, according to Riviera Maya tour guide Terry Barkhuizen.
There's lots of talk about the foreigners scrambling to get their COVID tests done in a huge rush because they want to get back before the Canadian deadline.
While infection rates soared in Mexico, its holiday resorts remained open over the winter holidays, and tourists bringing the virus back with them became a major concern. Mexico's willingness to entertain tourists with minimal safety measures in place only heightens those fears.
It seems like COVID doesn't exist there. The beaches are full. People are mingling, acting like there's nothing going on. The local community give the tourists what they want. Minimum wage here in Mexico being $6 a day, a $5 tip, you're doubling the person's daily wage.
Flying into the United States from other countries.
Canada isn't alone. The United States too has instituted mandatory PCR tests for all travellers returning from abroad, discouraging holiday travel to Mexico or any other country. Indeed, as the ban falls right ahead of a vital spring season, its economic effects may be devastating.
This is affecting two important seasons, spring break and then the Easter holidays, which represents enormous losses. As such, the tourism industry here is going to have to bring itself up to higher health standards in order to make sure the restrictions are lifted, eased ahead of the summer holidays.
Mexico's foreign ministry has expressed its hope that Canada's travel suspension will be lifted as soon as possible in order to prevent what it says would be a deep economic crisis in North America. But with mutated and more contagious strains of COVID-19 spreading across the globe, it's unclear whether even more serious safety protocols at Mexican resorts would be enough to convince northern governments to lift the travel restrictions anytime soon. Alasdair, Baverstock, CGTN, Mexico City.